So these speakers are from 2004, but I promise you these are some of the best sounding speakers even in today's time. So what's crazy about this, if you didn't watch my previous video this week, I made a video saying that I bought a home theater set of speakers for $75 on Facebook Marketplace. They looked really good, they looked like they were in really good condition, but I personally have never heard of them because they're from 2004, and in 2004 I was 11, meaning I was in 5th grade or 6th grade at the time. So I didn't care about speakers, and these were around, they sold new. So you got a center channel, front left, front right, you got rear left, rear right, and then you had a center rear speaker. So it was a 6.1 system back in 04, and it sold for $279 retail, but supposedly you could always find these for closer to $200. So I bought these not knowing what to expect, and these are fantastic. I cannot tell you how good these speakers are. I'm not here to review these speakers. You really can't buy them anymore unless you go on the used market. But I just wanted to share with you guys how good these things are, even 20 years later, with so much technology that's changed, and the way we think of a speaker has changed, and the way we perceive sound has changed, and audio formats. These things, I would buy 5, 6, 7 of these and have a whole home theater with these speakers. They're fantastic. We will go to the home theater here in this video here in just a moment and listen to these in a movie form, which is what you buy this for. They're not for music, but they sound really good for music. I will play, these are just random songs on Epidemic Sounds. It's what us creators use to play music because it's copyright free. So we play it for you guys to listen with us, but I don't actually know any of these songs. So when I play them, I don't know what I'm playing, so I'm just clicking random things. I think the most impressive thing, I was sitting here playing Xbox behind me. I was playing Xbox and I just decided to plug these up the other day just to make sure they work. I wasn't even sure if they worked. So I plugged these two speakers up and I just listened to them a little. I was listening to regular music and I didn't expect anything out of them. I really didn't expect them to be good. So I listened to them, I was just playing Xbox, and all of a sudden this bass line came out and I was like, whoa. And what's most impressive about these things is the smoothness of bass. First off, I didn't expect them to get as low as they do. They definitely play into the mid-30s as far as bass notes go. But it's such a balanced sound. I truly haven't heard a more balanced sound out of a speaker in a while like I did these. It makes me wonder what has changed from 04 to 2024 as far as bookshelf speakers go, because there are some really good bookshelf speakers out there now. A lot of things around this price point though doesn't sound that good, but you get 6 speakers and a subwoofer for $279 back in 04, and these speakers sound really good. You spend $200 on a speaker set today, and I don't know if you're getting too much out of it, right? But I just wonder what happened to bookshelves, because the bass, the balance, it's a very accurate sounding speaker. It's smooth, it handles a lot of power, it gets pretty loud, and yeah, modern day speakers do that, but I feel like there's a lot of character in today's speakers. Like for example, Klipsch bookshelf speakers, I've reviewed a lot of them, and they have a signature sound where the treble is kind of emphasized, but so is the mid bass, and then it rolls off a clip. There's not much of it, right? Same thing with Yamaha, really good high mid-range bass, really good volume, really good sound stage, but the bass falls off a cliff. And maybe it's because the mid-range is so accented that it feels like there's not much low end. These speakers are different. There's not really one thing that's truly accented. The treble sounds really good, the highs are really clear, but so is the mid bass. The mid bass is there, it's complementary, but the bass, the low bass is there too, and it just blends so well. And a lot of speakers today, I can't say that about them because it seems like a lot of speakers are one-notey sometimes. These speakers, which I don't get how, these things are so smooth. I'll play one more song and then we'll go into the theater. I actually haven't plugged it up to my home theater system yet, but we will, and we'll see what we think about that. I don't know what to play. What should I play? I'm just going to click this one because the title is cool. Zero things that I don't like about this speaker. I could listen to this speaker all day. I could have this as my main speakers in a home theater system. I could have it as my 2-channel system if I wanted to with a subwoofer. These speakers are just good at almost everything, and it's crazy. I don't know what Onkyo was doing back then and why they're not doing it now, but these speakers truly are 5 out of 5 stars for me. They just sound so good, and they get loud. They stay composed when they're loud. I have nothing bad to say about it. And maybe it's more so because I had no expectations. Now I'm just mind blown at how good they are. Or maybe it's because they play way bigger than their sizes. Or maybe it's the bass that I did not expect. I don't know why these speakers are so good or how they're so good, but they're so good. Let's go into the theater room and play some movie demos. I'm going to hook up the sub that came with this. I haven't heard that either. So it's going to be a live reaction for you guys in there, and then we'll end the video. Snippet of A Quiet Place Day 1, the new Quiet Place that came out. I actually haven't seen the whole movie yet, so after hearing that, I'm ready to hear it on my own system. So this is really good. All the speakers are hooked up, and the sub, that's all you guys heard, was the Onkyo speakers themselves. I mean, I don't understand how something can sound this good this long ago, and there's nothing else like it. It was $279 back then, and I think it was a steal of a home theater setup. And even today, if you were to pick up this package used, I think it would even today be a fantastic system. I really can't get over how good the speakers sound. The surround sounds do their duty. They're not anything amazing. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. The weak link in the system is the subwoofer. It does get decently loud, but it's very chesty. So I like the bass that comes out of the bookshelf speakers better than I like the bass out of the sub as far as quality goes. But of course the sub is louder. So if you blend it well, if you turn the volume up just right on the subwoofer, you can really get a good blend between speakers and sub, which is what you're supposed to do. That's why they put it all in one package. But for music, I liked it pretty much without the sub for most of the music. So, but again, I have zero complaints. This is a really cool test. I wasn't into home theater back in 2004. I didn't care. I could care less about home theater and speakers back in 2004. Didn't even care about it. But it's really cool to reflect on, you know, where we came from and what manufacturers were doing that maybe they're not doing now. Because these are really good. And again, I bought them for $75. If I didn't have a home theater system at all, and I wanted to get into home theater, and I looked on Marketplace for speakers, these are an absolute no-brainer to pick up if you're getting into home theater. After buying these, I started getting more recommendations for these speakers. So they're out there. There's a lot of people selling theirs in pretty decent condition. So I'm impressed, to be honest with you. But with that being said, I'm going to get all this back out of here. I'm probably going to put this in my living room as a little living room home theater, maybe. Because my system, of course, I'm not going to replace it. So I'll probably put this in the living room. Maybe I'll give it away. We'll have to see what happens. But it was a fun little video. Not many people on YouTube are throwing it back 20 years to old speakers like this. I thought it'd be fun for you guys. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know, have you ever had these speakers back when they were new? If you did, what did you think about them and where did they go? Why don't you have them anymore? Let me know that down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button and we'll see you in the next video. Kpaceguy out. Peace.